Welcome, welcome, welcome. Hey.
Hello.
Welcome to Danggg Desi, the podcast where we are unapologetically problematic, disrespectfully or respectfully, however you want to take it. I clearly do not give a fuck. And today we have Mr. Irvin Parker, Malik,
Hello,
the
y'all.
owner of Just Waxing Around Esthetician Services. I'm going to let him introduce himself because I'm pretty sure he could do a better job at it than I can.
Hey, y'all. Well, my name is Malik. I am a 26-year-old business owner, entrepreneur, whatever you want to call it. I am a licensed esthetician here in North Carolina, based in Fayetteville. Kind of new to this. I was in the military for the last 3.5 years of my life. Got out last year. Was trying to figure out what it was I wanted to do, what I was going to do. Was kind of a little clueless, but then I was like, I like getting my eyebrows done. Why not learn how to do that? Then I went deeper into it and then started doing the skincare, the full-fledged waxing, all that. And here I am today, a year later. So
that's lit. Yeah. I love hearing those type of success stories. And it's even more special to me because I've seen you through all of that. We went to, so a little background about me and Malik. We went to A&T together, Aggie Pride. And, you know, we just built a bond from that. And when I was pregnant, Malik had went into the military.
Yeah.
And he just up and left me. And when he came back, you know, we just got closer. We just started to grow a bond and everything. And Malik is actually the godfather to my son.
Sure am.
Oh, respect. What's up?
So, you know, just seeing him when he got out the military and went back to school, and he was like, I don't know if I'm going to do this. I'm finna go to esthetician school. And I'm like, shit, go ahead. Like, so just watching you just transform your life into what you wanted it to be, because I think when we first met, you was like, I'm gonna be a physical therapist.
Yeah.
And you're on a completely different spectrum now.
I got a damn physical therapist, a damn pediatrician, a damn dentist. I done went through it all. Changed my major too many times.
And then you just stuck with aesthetics, and I like that. It's still healthcare. I think
it is.
Everything. Yeah.
It is.
So let's just start with a little icebreaker.
Okay.
If you could be in a Beyonce song, what song would you be out of her whole catalog?
Well, if you know me, you know I'm a Beyonce stan. I love me some Beyonce.
Okay.
That's my mom.
B can't do no wrong.
No wrong. No harm. But, okay, I guess we would have to start with my favorite album. That takes me to B-Day. B-Day, that's my favorite album. Oh, wait. That's my favorite album, but no, video-wise, because it's got to be Below, because that looked like that was just a little fun video to make. Or Grown Woman. That looked like that was those my two favorite videos by her, so yeah, one of those two.
You really thought about that.
I did.
I like that. I was thinking about my answer when I was even thinking about asking the question. I think I would choose her song off of the Gift, the Lion King album
that
she did.
One, Lord, I can't even think of it.
No, that wouldn't be the one. It would be Bigger.
Yeah, Bigger.
I love that song by her. It just speaks to me in so many different ways, and it honestly, like, if I'm ever feeling down, I'm gonna turn that song on. It just gives me so much strength. Like,
she said, you're gonna rise.
Okay,
rise.
She what? Like, she was really popping her shit in that song, so it just really motivates me and it gets me up. Like, so shout out to Queen B for that.
Shout out.
All right, so let's get into our first segment of our bad business episode. And the first segment is, we usually call it girl, what's the problem? But you're not a girl. I would never address you as such. So, boy, what's the problem?
Okay, so I'm assuming what's the problem with business especially being black, especially being a male, especially being new. I guess the problem for me is people expecting me to give them things just because we have like a good rapport with each other, just because we have like a relationship, because you're family.
Yeah.
None of that really matters to me.
Mm-hmm.
Not that it don't even really matter. That shit don't matter at all to me because at the end of the day, this is business and y'all trying to be on some personal shit.
Yeah.
But I'm not looking at you personal when
it comes to this transaction.
Right.
It's crazy because, like, as you know, I do makeup. I have other businesses as well, but we could talk about beauty because we're both in the beauty industry.
Right.
It's crazy seeing people spend money with other people and have no problem doing it. But when it comes to you and your services,
that part.
They
want a discount.
They want a discount, or, hey, cuz, can you look out for me this one time? Or, you know, people are trying to cut corners.
Or they're not really supporting at all.
Yeah.
Like,
no shares.
Forget a discount. Like, they not even coming to book with you. They going to book with, you know, other bitches that they probably done been talking shit about before. But, you know, we've been friends for years, and I ain't seen your name pop up on my schedule yet. So.
Oh, wow.
That speaks levels.
Yeah, it does. I think another thing too that is a issue with being a black business owner, well, not necessarily an issue, but just a hiccup is how can I say this? We are not allowed any grace whatsoever. You can see a lot of other businesses that offer the same services that you offer, but because they don't look like you and they're more professional on paper aspect,
right,
they don't think that you are allowed to make any mistakes. And if you make a mistake, you're just canceled out. And then not only are you canceled, you're also going to bash them,
right,
and tell other
drag your name
they are going to drag you to the ends of no earth, telling because of the one mistake that you made, telling other people, don't ever book with this person. Now I can see if this is a consistent thing, that it's just my fuck up, you know what I'm saying?
Right.
I'm just constantly messing up. But if I messed up one time and I've tried to redeem myself, why is it that you can't give me grace to fix what I messed up? Why can't I learn? Why can't this be a learning process for me?
And not even just that, but even the mess up that you may have, or it may not even be your fault. Sometimes it's a client's fault or a customer's fault, and they try and flip it because they're mad and, you know, try and play the victim, but they really, you know, on some Karen type shit, basically. Yeah. And that hasn't happened to me, but, you know, I see it happen to people all the time, so, yeah. Yeah,
it's just really crazy how entitled some people could be. And, you know, you
correct.
Always want to take care of your clientele. Because anything you put your hands to, you want to make sure that it's good work.
Right.
But we're human. We're allowed to have bad days. We're allowed to, you know, just be off sometimes. And in us being off, especially if we can recognize it, like, look, I'm not really having the best of days, so if this doesn't come out how you intended it to come out, can we work something out in the future? Oh, no. Da, 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 da. Like, I get serviced by other people. Of course, you're my waxer.
Right.
So I get serviced by other people. So, you know, when something comes up, I give grace because I know I have a personal life outside of my business.
Right.
And I know that things come up.
Right.
Like, anything can happen. When we wake up, I know it's so unfortunate setting a hair appointment. And the hair appointment comes and your stylist texts you, hey, boo, in the morning.
You already know what's up at that point.
Oh, the day is ruined. But you have to get over it, because then you start to remember, like, you know, I'm human. I'm a parent.
Right.
I go through life. I know that literally stuff can happen. You could literally walk outside and think your car finna start.
Your tire might be on the damn ground. Shit happens.
Like, so I try to give grace in that aspect, even though it's like really unfortunate. But even in those aspects, like, people will not, like, get on Facebook, oh, these people don't want no money, nobody, da-da-da-da-da-da. It's not about us not wanting money. We want the money.
Right. I wouldn't be doing what the hell I'm doing if I didn't want the money.
It's just stuff happens.
Right.
And why am I not, why are you allowed to have, because when you're late to the appointment, when you're 30 minutes late because, oh, I'm trying to get myself together, my child was doing this, or
I was in traffic.
Anything happens, you don't want to pay my late fee.
But you want a discount if I fuck up. You want a discount if I do something that inconveniences you.
Like, that's that
It's called being a hypocrite.
That's that entitlement.
That too. It's okay for them to do something, but we do something. Oh hell no, we supposed to be perfect. We're supposed to work for them.
Yeah, I mean, and we do work for them, but at the same time, like, that's why client and servicer rapport is very, like, important to me. This is gonna sound crazy to some people, but I don't take every client that comes to me.
Mm-hmm. You don't have
I
to.
don't take every because for some people this is really just about money, and when you think about things from just the money aspect, you gonna mess yourself up every time, because all money ain't good money.
I got a story about that one too.
Let's talk about it. Go ahead and tell me.
So, I was walking into the barbershop, and everybody knows, well, if you don't know, I do have a business number. So sometimes, being that I'm new to this still, I'm not used to having two phones.
Yeah.
So sometimes I leave my business phone at home, and I might get a call or something, but I have a voicemail.
Yeah.
So I walked into the barbershop that I work in, coming in for some clients of that day, and this man is sitting in a chair, and he's like, hey, are you the dude that does the facials? I was like, yes, sir. He's like, yeah, I called your phone on Friday 2 times and you didn't answer. I was like, I'm sorry, sir. That's my fault. I'm not used to having this phone. Just being real transparent, like the person I am. So he has a problem with that. He's like, no, I don't even want the facial no more. Like, da-da-da-da.
So why'd you come?
I was like, okay, sir, well, you have a good day. And I walked away because I'm not about to sit and go back and forth with you. And I told myself, like, if he, tries to hit you up and book again, you're not going to take him, because, one, I don't even want that type of energy, laying on my table in front of me, because I already feel some type of way about you from the last interaction we had. So, like you said, all money ain't good money. I don't care about that little $70 or whatever you was about to pay for a facial, whatever it was at the time. Like, I didn't care about it. Because I'm not about to. No.
So for me, I kind of have a story. It's not like that deep into it, but this was more like have ethics when it comes to me. This lady was trying to book with me because I guess her original girl wasn't answering her in a timely manner or something. So she came to me, and this might sound petty to some, but maybe you'll understand. She came to me. And she messaged me. She was like, hey, you're my second choice.
I remember that.
She was like, hey, you're my second choice. Do you think you'll have anything available within this time?
Absolutely.
Because my first choice, she hasn't responded back to me. So, I wanted to make sure that I have someone else in place. And I'm like, oh, I think you should just go with your first choice. Have a great day. And I had posted about it because I'm nobody's second choice. Like, even if I was your second choice, have some couth and don't tell me that.
Well, you know what? Now that I think about it, when you did post it, I did have like a secondary feeling. I was like, okay, so if I was that person, and like you said, we get serviced by other people. Sometimes, like when I had hair on my head and I needed my hair braided, I would get on the little Fayetteville braiding page, and I would make a post, and 10,000 people comment, and sometimes I might go with this person, but then somebody else might comment, and then I see they work, I'm like, oh shoot, like dang, so how am I about to make up an excuse or something, like get out of this person? Because at the end of the day, you're gonna give your money to who you want to, but then also now being a business owner on the business owner side, if someone told me that that I was their second choice, I'd be like, okay, I'm glad you chose me, period, because it's already hard enough, trying to get booked out here by this person. So I would have probably just been grateful that somebody was even looking at me and considering me.
Yeah.
But I also understand your viewpoint, like why
you didn't have to tell me that. Yeah. You didn't. Yeah. I feel like it's obvious we are always going to have more than one person who can service us because, like I said, life happens for people. But if you need a service, you need a service. Right. I am not, if my beautician, my main beautician cannot do my hair, I would never tell anybody, you know, my girl, she can't do my hair or she's not getting back to me in a timely manner, so you're my second option. I would never tell nobody. Like I'm just convinced, and my work to me and my work ethic is not just convenience. Yeah. Especially for what I'm charging for based off my demographic. Right. No.
No, I really do understand your viewpoint. Even more now that you like put it in that, like you didn't have to say nothing.
You didn't have to say nothing because I'm pretty sure that I have been somebody's second option at a point. But don't try to make me feel
I just don't
like
want to know about it.
I don't want to know about it. It's just certain stuff that you say and certain things that you don't say. That's a lifely lesson. Yeah. Like some things you are better just kept to yourself. Like, hey, you know, I know it's last minute, but some things came up. Can I book an appointment with you?
Right. Just how we have professional etiquette, there's also like customer etiquette.
Thank you. That some people,
but they don't understand.
People lack that. Yeah. Entitlement. So, you know, they feel like they can talk to you anyway. Say anything to you. No, not me. So, let's jump into the next segment.
That was a good segment.
Yeah. Boy, cow, me. So, this is where we're going to talk about, like, any personal experiences that you've experienced to try to help other business owners, you know, any like pointers you have to give them, or you know, just any stories you want to tell, just things to avoid. I know that so on TikTok, I love TikTok. I watched a story about this young woman who was an esthetician, and she had this lady had booked a service to get a Brazilian. Going. And, you know, of course she told her the normal, how when you finna get a wax, you know, a strip from the waist down, you know, lay on the table and butterfly. And she said that when she looked, the girl had like little to no hair up there, like not time to get a wax.
That's not where it was going.
So she looked and she was like, you know, you don't really have enough hair to get waxed, right? She was like, yeah, I booked the service to, you know. Yeah. And she just flipped out and kicked her out, and she never waxed again.
Okay, so, you know, the story we was talking about, you know, kind of similar to that in a way different manner, because she came for the whole shebang.
Yeah.
Ooh. Okay, well, I'll start with some advice. Being that I'm still new and I'm still like getting used to a lot of things, being a business owner, I've had like many days where I've beat myself up like real bad for no reason. Like thinking back on it now, when I say beat myself up, I'm like stressing because nobody's booking with me, or stressing because I have this vision of where I want to be, and like, but I just don't know how to get there. So some days I'll just stress, but really I had to take it back to the mother, Miss Beyonce. She's been in the game for over 25 years. It's like she wasn't where she is right now the first day she started, or the first year or the second year she started. She started somewhere and she had to grow. It takes time. I also look back at like my mom and where she was when I was young and when we was just born, like how she was like struggling with 3 boys by herself, and looking at where she at now. She's a business owner. She owns a house. She just got a new vehicle. So it's like, just sit your ass down and wait and be patient. Just keep doing what you got to do to get there, and it's gonna happen. Like, you're not gonna be there overnight, and that's just my problem. I have no patience. Like,
instant gratification.
Yeah, I have no patience. But that's something that I'm still working on, and it's something that you definitely have to have as a business owner. You gotta have that mindset, like, just ride the wave. You might be fully booked 1 week and not booked for 2 weeks. Like it's all a cycle.
Yeah.
But eventually you will get there. And I just tell myself that every time I start getting those types of moves.
Yeah, we know that anything worth having don't come easy, and it ain't gonna come fast. Cause fast money will leave you just as quick as you get it.
Looking crazy.
So I think that's real good advice, just to be patient with yourself, because I know I experienced like those rough patches, especially like working in beauty. You know, a lot of things still aren't open. A lot of people still don't want to be around a whole lot of people. So you're going to have those moments, and then everything is just high. Like you think about cost of living, products, people having to pay their bills. We got to pay our bills. We got to pay extra fees. We got to pay for a lot of stuff. So that's something to take into consideration too. You know, just work on budgets.
Yeah.
Know what money looks like. Know how to profit, because that's a lot of things. People think that they could just sell stuff for a certain amount of money and get, think they're getting back what they put out, and they're not getting it back. They're not profiting at all. So if you need help in that aspect, ask somebody for help. I think that's one thing that I had to learn with business when I started, was asking questions, asking about LLCs, asking about, tax forms and things like that. It was a whole lot of numbers that, to this day still confuses me, but just know that find a business mentor if you can.
And honestly, being transparent, that's where I am right now. Like, my money for my business goes right back into my business. Like, I'm not profiting. Like, I don't break down these numbers. I'm like, okay, this facial $70. I just collected it $70. I'm going to get some wax. Boom. I haven't been like recording nothing, and that's something I have to like get into, that big business mindset. Like, okay, this ain't just no little
think bigger, bitch.
This ain't just out the house type thing. Like, you are a business owner. You have a whole LLC. Like, get your shit together.
You got a suite. You got bills now.
Right, like taxes and all that shit. Like, I gotta dig deeper versus like just the surface level.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, and it's a process for sure.
It is.
It's overwhelming sometimes, especially when you're doing it all by yourself.
Why you think I ain't did it yet?
It's for sure overwhelming when you're doing it all by yourself. So it puts you in a spot like, I know what I want to do, I know what I need to do, but I don't know how to start, because for one, I don't want anybody to try and one up me and say, I helped put this business on this.
Because somebody quick to do that shit.
Yeah, like, no, I figure it out on my own, but we just gotta have discernment in choosing who I like to watch how people run their business outside of their business and in the business, because people can be quote unquote good business people but terrible people on the outside.
Right.
And I don't want you passing off any shiesty business tips to me based off of how you are as a person.
Because that translates, like, you can't be a completely different person in the business scheme, because that's like, me, I'm real goofy, real just whatever. I'll say whatever come out my mouth. I'm literally the same person with my clients. Like, I'm professional, but I know the limits of my clients. First of all, like, I have relationships with each one of them. So I know what I can and can't do, what's going to be acceptable, what's not going to be. But for the most part, like, I'm Malik still. Like, probably in there cussing, probably in there talking about whatever. Like, it's still no.
Rightfully so. So. You know that most of, like, the world's most proficient business owners, like, are not good people. They're actually narcissists. Like, because narcissists know how to manipulate people and get what they need without having to do too much. And that's how they manipulate into their business.
Right.
And I don't want to be around people like that, because those are like, I watch a lot of business shows just to like learn business, learn numbers. I watch Shark Tank. I could never go up there for that. I could because I feel like a lot of hold on, do you know what Shark Tank is?
No. but I was just gonna act like I knew.
No. Ask questions. So, Shark Tank, it was a show that Trump started.
Oh, okay. I'm thinking this shit on Animal Planet or something.
No. So, it is a panel of about maybe 4 to 6 people, proficient business owners, Fortune 500 CEOs, just millionaires. Mm-hmm. And what it is that people take their business ideas and their business inventions and they take it to them for a loan to up their business.
I have seen that show.
Okay. So, but in the business deal that they end up making, you know, whoever loans them the money, they get percentages of something.
Right.
They have to see some type of profit from it.
Right.
And, you know, some people don't really know the business. That's why I'm saying find you a good business mentor, because this finna tie into everything. So I would not go up there because sometimes some of the deals that they end up agreeing to end up coming to bite them every time. Especially when they're like, so in that, it's crazy. So say, I don't know, you create a scrub or something, and the scrub just instant brightens, like something that the people really need. And you take it to Shark Tank, you're like, all right, I need workers, I need a factory, I need this, I need that, I need this, but that takes money.
Right.
Let me show you how this instantly works for you. I want you to see how my product can make us some money. So they're like, all right, we'll give you $150,000 to start up, but we need 40% back of, like the numbers aren't even making sense. But they make these type of deals with people. And, you know, people not knowing profit, numbers, things like that, they make the deal. And then once the money runs out and production runs out,
they left with shit.
They're not left with anything. But guess who's about to take that business idea because y'all done signed a contract and they know how much money it can take to turn profit from it. They know the papers, they know your you know, recipe, formula and stuff because you didn't patent it because it was through them.
Right.
Now you're left with nothing, but they finna profit. They finna make a huge profit off of your idea.
They're happy as hell at first.
A manipulator, a narcissist. They run some of the best businesses.
That's the business, I guess. That's the business. Yeah. That's bad business, though.
But it's bad business.
That's bad business.
I never. In money, that's another thing. That all money ain't good money.
Nope. They saw that instant gratification that you went from nothing to something real quick.
That's not having patience with yourself.
Right, and it can put you in a little shitty situation.
Every time. It's really crazy how, like, people prey on people. In that aspect, you know, I need help.
Right.
You know, I really am passionate about this.
Like the military. They prey on people.
Really?
Hell yeah.
Young boys.
You don't. Yeah, black boys. You don't see how, like, you hear all the time, you have to go into college or you going to the military. It's like, why does it have to be the military? The military gives you that instant check. You got benefits. You got a solid foundation. But when you get in, they treat you like shit. Like, it's not what it's all caked up to be from the outside in. Like, I just say that's a whole different story. Like, that's a whole different show.
Oh, you know, you can talk about it if you want to. So, we got time.
Okay, well, I'll go into it a little bit. My experience in the military then.
Because that's why you're the business owner you are today.
True. So overall, my military experience was like good. Like I had more good days than bad days. Once I got used to it, I've never really had any like problems with like discrimination or you know the fact that I was like openly gay in the military. Like everybody fucking walking around openly gay nowadays. I just really don't give a fuck, but. The type of person I am, I pull people in. Like, everybody fuck with Malik. Like, that anybody I work with, like, I'm always, like, the work favorite. Like, I'm just that type of guy. Always in a good mood. Even if I'm in a shitty mood, like, I'm in a good mood at work.
Yeah.
Most of the time. Most of them days, they knew when not to fuck with me.
We have them days.
Right. We all have those days. But I have seen other people like discriminated against, whether it's somebody yelling rape on them and there has been situations like where people was in rape cases, and they was innocent as fuck. There was also ones where they wasn't, but that's a whole nother story.
And nothing would happen to the ones that weren't, but some would happen to
right.
the ones
and
that
even the the punishment levels that a white person would do something and they would get just a little slap on the wrist, but a black person do it, they kicked out and they got dishonorable discharge on their record now. It's real crazy. It's real fucking crazy. But like I said, overall it was a good experience. The only thing that I would say was bad about it for me was sleeping outside in that field I couldn't wash my ass for 2 weeks. Had to take baby shower wipes in a little tent. That was hell. But that also gave me a different experience, like something that I never probably would have done if I didn't go to the military.
I would have cried real bad.
Girl, I had plenty of nights I was actually crying in the 30-degree weather in that little tent. Man, and it's raining on top of that.
Oh, take me home.
Yeah, I've had plenty of sleepless, crying nights. Trust me.
Take me home.
But it's made me into the person I am sitting right here, though.
Yes.
Like all of that matters. All of that.
You'll be able to really survive if something happen.
I wouldn't want to, but I know how to.
That's good.
And I would not have known how to if I didn't go to the military. On top of a million other things that I got from the military, including the benefits that I'm still holding on to.
Okay, yeah.
And that was, the main purpose I went like this. Like I said, they pulled these people in. I left A&T, dropped out of college. I was like, what am I about to do? I'm not about to work at Walmart. I'm not. Obviously, I just dropped out of school. So what the hell else am I gonna do that's gonna provide me a foundation and some stability?
Yeah.
And that's what the military did for me at 22 years old. Well, I went in when I was 21. I turned 22 in basic training. And now I own a house at 26. I have a business. I done been in the military. I done been to school. I've done a lot in my 26-year-old life than a lot of people have done in their entire life. And they're like 45 and shit. So
multifaceted. I love it.
I got experience in a lot of different areas.
It came full circle. I'm so happy for you.
Yeah. And still going up.
Okay.
Because honestly, I feel like I'm not even going to be an esthetician like the rest of my life. Like, I always have different ideas and want to do so many different things. I was like, I'm about to go be a flight attendant. Like, I still want to do that. I don't know when I might do it when I can't do much or something.
Be on the flight doing waxing eyebrows.
Okay, you need eyebrow wax. But yeah, I would definitely see myself doing something else.
A flight attendant?
Maybe in 10 years or something. I don't know. Unless this just completely draws me in and I skyrocket with this shit. It'll always be something that I know how to do and something that I'll offer, but I'll probably step back from the business aspect unless my shit blow up. But yeah, we'll see how that goes. I do get very bored real easily. You got to keep me. I got to be interested in it still. So that's why I'm always to renew my license, we have to do 8 credit hours a year, and that's just little classes. It just got to be 8 hours for the entire year. So just staying up on new trends and being up to date is you got to do that in the beauty industry.
How can black men take care of their skin?
How can black men take care of their skin?
Mm-hmm.
And that's a good question. Black men can take care of their skin the same way a woman can take care of her skin. It's automatically labeled as sassy, as y'all like to call it nowadays, or gay, or less masculine because a man wants to take care of himself, or because he's actually clean like a fucking human is supposed to be. Do y'all like dirty niggas? What is it? What is it?
So what would be the first step? What would you recommend?
Get you a good cleanser and clean your skin every day, based off the type of your skin, whether it's oily, dry, combination. There's something for everybody's skin type, but if you come see me, I can tell you what your skin type is, and you can get the actual right product, because a lot of people be out here just buying products because it says facial cleanser and it's not even for your skin type. It's not doing anything for you. You're not seeing any results. So that's why, right? See, that's why you have an educator here.
Yeah, talk about skin type.
But people don't realize that it's just much more than just a facial. Me trying to get some money. I'm actually out here trying to educate people and help people.
You want to know
and help them to realize
Also, it's what you put in your body too.
Right.
You cannot have a poor diet and think that
People drink soda, got bumps all over their face, skin dried out. No.
A lot of times, and I think, I don't know, do y'all talk about this in esthetician school? Like, you know, where you have breakouts on your face can kind of show you what's going on in your body too. Okay. Yeah.
Because it literally all matters. Whether there's different areas of the face that light up when it's hormonal. There's certain areas that light up on your face when it's your diet. Like, your face will literally tell you a lot of things about what's going on inside your body.
You recommend vitamins for facial upkeep as well?
Definitely. You know, all that stuff, whatever goes on in your body, whether it's good or bad, is going to affect your skin. And not just your face. Your face isn't the only skin that you have on your body. And a lot of people don't remember that. Like, your back, especially, how many people wash their back in the shower every day? Like, be real. Because at a point, like, it's hard to reach, like, you kind of just forget about the shit.
Yeah.
And when I got in esthetician school, I heard we started learning about back facials. I was like, what the hell is a back facial? Then I realized, I was like, damn, we really don't be washing our backs like that. Like, and it's actually really, like, bomb service, and it feels so good. Like,
I never thought about getting a back facial, but now I think I want one.
People be having acne on your back. Because people don't wash their back. People be sweating at the gym, sweating just walking around doing whatever. Like, your back needs to be cleaned as well as the rest of your body. Exfoliate, please, from your neck down to your damn toes.
What's the hardest skin condition to treat, or that you've treated?
Well, that's the thing. With the scope of practice that I do, I can't do but so much. Okay. So, like, say there's, like, cystic acne, real bad acne all over. You see them people that have, like, it look like it's just about to pop. Like, there's got a whole bunch of. I can't deal with anything like that. That's like dermatologist level type shit right there. I'm just here to help people maintain their skin. I can't diagnose anything. I can say you might want to go to the doctor and get that checked out, but I can't sit here and say, oh, you have herpes. Like, I can't do that. Yeah. I can get my license taken for that.
For real?
Yeah.
Damn.
I learned something.
Yeah. Like, it's only but so much that we can do, so you have to climb the levels. And I was like, maybe I might not be an esthetician for the rest of my life, but maybe I might go back to school to be like a dermatologist.
So wait, if you see something that you know for sure is something,
even if I know what it is, I can't alarm the client. I can't alarm them.
Wow.
I have to say, you might want to go to the doctor and get that checked out. I can't say it looks like this, it looks like that, because then if I'm wrong and I don't make this person go crazy, then they coming back and looking at me.
I learned something new.
Yeah.
I didn't know that.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah, I didn't know that either.
Yeah. But yeah, a man can take care of his skin just the same way. Wash it, tone it, moisturize it every day.
Any products you recommend for men?
That's what I'm still getting into, you know, the product, the good product knowledge. Like, I know certain things, the things that work for me. There's this beard scrub, like this scrub, exfoliating scrub at Ulta that I use. I'll have to find the name of it and let you know it. But it's real good for razor bumps and ingrown hairs. Being in the military, Lord, I wish I would have known as much stuff about skin that I know now, because having to shave every day or every other day because my facial hair grow back just like that really fucked my skin up. I had real dark, like the hyperpigmentation,
because you used to use this cream from the beauty supply store.
What's it called? The stuff for the razor bumps. I can't even think of what shit is. They sell it at Walmart too. But yeah, faithfully, and that shit was just not working. But if I would have known the stuff I know now, I would have been on everybody's face in the military. I would have started this shit in the military. I don't know what took me so long to get this started. I think because I was scared to go to school while being full-time in the military, because I've seen people in the military do that shit and it just beats you up, because the military don't give a fuck. They'll work you 13, 14 hours out the day and you still got work to go do. They don't care about that. And then most of the time we just there not doing shit. Like, it's a whole bunch of bullshit ass missions that they have you doing. Like, I've had to guard a trailer for 24 hours in my car in a parking lot.
What was in the trailer?
Shit. I'm telling you. I went through some dumb shit in the military. It's not cracked up. People be like, thank you for serving our country. Thank you for your service. I be like, you welcome. In Walmart, like, I got on my uniform or something, like, You're welcome. You don't even know the shit that we don't do. Like,
I ain't did nothing to protect y'all.
Nothing. But collect my paycheck. And that was just the real of it. Like, I'm not gonna sit here and act like I loved America and I was here for America. I was there for Malik. I was there for Malik's salvation.
Malik, you should not be this funny.
I'm just saying, like that's
so
just
serious.
For real. Like, that's just me. Like, I just didn't give a fuck.
It was just the fact that you guarded a trailer for 24 hours. I feel like I talked to you that night too.
Probably so. I made a whole YouTube video in my car. I actually got that on my YouTube still, but I don't really be on YouTube like that no more. But I had did a little pros and cons of the military video while I was sitting in the car, and yeah.
I would have went home. I'm not guarding no.
If I would have known there was nothing in there, I would have. And the crazy thing was that nobody came to check on us the entire night. Like, there's supposed to be like little people on guard or whatever that's above us, you know, sergeants and up and stuff like that. I was still a little private. I was a little E3. So they're supposed to come check on us or whatever. And nobody came to check on me. So I went the fuck to sleep in my car. You think I'm about to literally sit up for 24 hours? And it was me and this other dude. It was always two people on guard. Whether that's staff duty, don't get me started on staff duty. Please don't get me started on staff duty.
What happened to staff duty?
Girl, staff duty is basically a 24-hour guard shift, and you guard the battalion. Every battalion has staff duty going on. So there's people up around 24 hours around the clock.
Doing what?
Shit. Sitting there on my phone or on my computer doing classwork. When I was in school at time part-time, I was going to school online. But in downtimes like that, that's when you got time to do online classwork or sitting there watching movies or fighting the fuck out of some sleep because they still expect you to stay awake the whole 24 hours.
That sounds like abuse.
It sounds like they don't give a fuck, which they don't. When you get those upper ranking people, like if you don't have like a real solid leader, like a real genuine person, those are the people that make your military experience. Like those are the people. And luckily, when I was in the military, I had like amazing leadership all the way from the battalion, sergeant major, everybody. Like I didn't have no problems. There was really never any discrimination problems that we heard of like around the thing. Everybody got pretty like fair treatment. Especially, I got caught smoking weed when I was in the military. So, just the fact that I had that good rapport with everybody was pulling for me. Versus normally when you hear something like that, it's an automatic out type shit. But luckily, like I was really like, I had something covering me because I literally didn't get kicked out of the military. Now I did have a shitty ass month and a half during that time period from the extra duty I had to do, which was from 9 a.m. to 11 p.m. on the weekends, and from, we got the release from the day, technically at 5, we were supposed to, from 6 to 11 during the week. And I did that for a straight month.
Ooh.
Walk around cleaning, cutting grass.
They say you're going to keep your job.
But they also took my rank and pay.
Whoa.
Right. So I got bumped down from a E3 to E2.
Oh.
But then when shit started going good for me again, I got bumped. I skipped E3 and went straight to E4. I went from E2 to E4, so my paycheck looked real good coming back. Even if though it's not, it's pretty shitty. But when you don't have a lot of bills, it's something. Yeah. But that's what people think, the military is so paid. No, the fuck they are not. Unless you got 5 kids walking around and you a staff sergeant and up, your paycheck looks like shit. But people go out here and get these charges. They using their whole paycheck on that one little car payment. Trust me.
Believe.
You gonna spill too much beans. But
no, I hope this helps people make an informed decision. So, we could move that straight into okay. So what you gonna do? That's the last segment.
What you gonna do?
So I hope that Malik's experience in talking about the military, like especially with black men, and telling them, okay, you either gotta go to school or you gotta go to the military. Mm-hmm. I hope that, because school doesn't have to mean just college, 4-year college and university, because I ain't gonna lie, like a lot of us at 18 years old are just not ready for 4-year college and university. No. People literally jump off. We've seen people jump off the porch and literally hit their head first. So it's okay to learn a trade.
I recommend it over university nowadays at this point, honestly, because you're going to get to your bag real quicker for a lot cheaper. And literally, I was in school for 9 months. It costs, the military paid for something, but it was no more than like $2,500 for me to go to esthetician school, get a license, and now work for myself.
Yeah. So, like, just know that you have options in life when it comes down to what you want to do. But don't be afraid to ask questions or get help, or know that it's okay to start with nothing as long as you can see the big picture.
Right, because we're going to get there.
One step at a time. Is there anything you want to leave the people with?
If you have something that you want to do and you're scared to do it, as long as you're scared to do it, it'll never happen. It'll always just be a thought, a dream, a vision, unless you actually get up and do something and move with it. And that's something that I'm sitting in right now as well. Something that I'm trying to do with my business is go do this competition in Atlanta. It's a national aesthetics competition, but they have like, a new category, new esthetician category, but they also have like the waxing category, the lamination, the lift, all that shit, sugaring. And I was like, wait, are you good enough to go and do this wax competition?
Absolutely.
Because I feel like it's going to boost my business. It's going to boost me and probably get me the fuck out of Fayetteville. Like, even if I don't win, I'm putting a black male face out there that's competing in a predominantly white, female-dominated industry. So it's a step, but honestly, if I was just sitting here thinking about it, it's never going to happen. And I'm just going to always think, what if, or if I did it, where would I be right now? No, you got to do it, and then you just get there.
I'm ready to see you go up.
Yeah. Just do it. Stop sitting on the thought, whether that's quitting a job, whether that's leaving your man, whether that's whatever. Like, just do it. As long as you sit on it, it'll always just be sitting there. And you ain't going to get nowhere.
That's good. That was good life advice. Forget the business. That was...
Right, with anything.
Yeah.
But especially business.
Don't sit in it. If you got an idea, just do it.
Do it.
Start somewhere.
If you fail, you just fail. You would have never known if you would have failed or, not failed if you didn't do it.
So, but when you fail, learn something from it.
But you also might not fail.
So you're going to fail when you're great.
Right.
You're going to fail. Just get that shit out of the way first.
But you just got to, when you fail, you gotta look at the lesson.
Right. There's always a lesson.
If you ain't pick up the lesson, then that means when you do it again, you're gonna fail again.
Right.
Because you didn't know what to fix the second time around.
Child, oh Lord, that's with everything right there. People sitting here, you go from, this is just something that came to mind. You go from relationship to relationship to relationship with the same issue every relationship. Maybe it's not the other person. Look at your fucking self in the mirror. Maybe
accountability.
Fix yourself, and then things will fucking change for you.
Yeah.
That was just a little thought. That had nothing to do with this, but it was right there.
No, we talk like that on Danggg Desi. Everything got something to do with everything. Yeah. If it all tie back, what I say, community.
Okay.
Help them in multiple ways. That's what we want this to be about. I forgot to give a shout out to I Am Hip Hop Mag Studios.
Definitely.
Yeah. You got anything else you want to leave with the people, my love?
I don't. Y'all can follow my business page if y'all would like to.
Yeah, book this man.
Definitely, if you're in the Fayetteville area, or if I've had people come from Raleigh, shoot, or wherever. Like
I come from Goldsboro.
She comes from Goldsboro, so you can follow my business page at Just Waxing Around, and waxing is spelled WAX-N. It's not waxing, it's waxing around.
Waxing.
That's on Facebook, Instagram, all that.
All right, friend. Well, thank you for being Guest number 2 on the Danggg Desi
Top
podcast.
2, not number 2.
Okay, top 2 and who not 2. Thank you for joining me on today's episode about bad business. I hope the people really got something out of this, and I hope we inspired somebody to stop sitting on those ideas and get to work. Like, because it's money for all of us to be made out here. Like, you don't got to be in competition with anybody. Stay in your own lane. And let's do it. Okay, period. We will catch you all next Monday. I hope you all have a great week. I love you. God loves you. And peace out.
Talk to you later.
Peace out. That was good.
Wow, that was fun.